And profile, your posts, your pictures, do you see the real you?
Or do you see the version you created for likes, comments, and followers?
This is exactly where our topic starts. Mirror or mask? Who am I online? Before we proceed into our main topic, we would like to demonstrate a small concept for you.
So this will make easier to understand the upcoming explanation easier to grasp. So now I'm going to remove the negative bunch of flowers. So comparing myself to others and feeling not good. I think comparison destroys the confidence. So I'm going to remove the bunch of flowers. Second, I'm going to tell about pretending to be confident in online even when we are not feeling okay. Pretension too much removes our real identity. So I'm going to remove the bunch of flowers again. The third thing, believing the online version of others is always looks better than in real life. I think it's not when it's a negative. So I'm going to remove it again. So now the blossom holder looks empty, just like how identity becomes empty when negative controls us.
Now I am going to add some positive bunch of flowers into the blossom holder. First, accepting our real emotions. To be honest, it helps us to understand ourselves better. So I am adding a bunch of flowers. Second thing, I use my online mask to express creativity because it allows us to flow more boldly and confidently. This is also a positive thing, right? So I am adding a bunch of flowers. I use my online space to learn, not to compare myself. You know what? Learning helps us to grow and improve ourselves. So I am adding a bunch of flowers. Now the blossom holder is complete again, stronger, brighter and balanced.
So final message of the activity is every blossom holder needs to be filled with bucket of flowers. Like how my online identity becomes very stronger when I remove the negativity and all the positivity.
The mirror keeps me real and the mask helps me to express. Before I start this session, I want the session to be interactive. Will it be? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, now let's move into the topic. In today's digital world, our identity is no longer just what we show in our real life.
It is also shaped by what we show in online. Every selfies, every caption, every status update adds a new layer to the world thinks who we are.
Sometimes the online world becomes a mirror, a clear reflection of our values, our emotions, and our true personality.
For example, when we speak honestly or when we share our genuine thoughts and help others, that is the mirror version of us in online.
But other times, the internet gives us a space to hide, to pretend, and to appear perfect. That's when our identity becomes a mask.
A mask that looks confident even when we are scared. A mask that smiles even when we are stressed. A mask that shows the perfection even if it is far from the truth.
We are not here to break the mirror or remove the mask. We are only here to reveal the reality they both create.
Online is easy to compare ourselves, to feel pressure, or to follow the trends just to fit in. And slowly, the mask becomes stronger than the mirror.
So today, through our presentation, we want to explore you something very important. Are we being authentic online or are we being artificial?
Are we using social media to express us or to impress others?
We are Anjana
And Jivika,
grade 11, Sydney International School, and we are excited to take you into the world where the mirror meets the mask.
dive deeper. Let us know what is meant by the online and the digital identity, the dilemma.
Before we talk about the dilemma, let's first understand something simple. Everyone here uses the internet, right?
Yes, we all belong to the same path. So now let us know what is meant by online.
Being online simply means being connected to the internet, like watching Instagram, scrolling reels, sending messages, all of that is being online. So let me ask you a question. How many of you went online today even before waking up from your bed? Just raise your hands.
Just raise your hands. Let it be interactive. Even we do that.
Now let's uncover the real meaning of what is online identity.
Online identity is a version of ourselves that people see through our posts, comments, and videos. Let me ask a question to you. If someone scrolls your Instagram profile or any other profile, do they really see the whole of you? What do you think?
Probably no, because online identity is not your full self. It's a part of you that you choose to show.
Let us proceed to understand what is meant by digital.
Digital means anything that exists in electronic form. Your data, your messages, your email, all of the things that are stored on your devices. Now let's move ahead into what is digital identity.
Our digital identity is the collection of information about us that stores in online. Example, our username, email, browsing history, even the apps we use. Digital identity blends our real selves with curated online personas, also creating complex web of representation.
So the core concept of mirror is to reflect their true self and mask is to adopt a crafted persona.
So in simple words, online identity is the face we show
and digital identity is the trace we leave behind. Now let's begin with the mirror, reflecting our true self.
So first, what is mirror?
Mirror represents our true self like honesty and authenticity. Authenticity builds connection between people to express their real identity. It's about what when we express, not impress.
But Archana, does anyone actually show their real self anymore? Most people like to update good parts, right?
That's true, but the mirror identity still exists for those who choose honesty over perfection. For example, imagine a girl named Maya who loves drawing. She posts her artwork online even if it is not perfect because it shows her honesty over perfection.
But won't people judge her? Won't she compare herself with others like who draws better?
Yes, she might, but the mirror isn't about being the best. It's about being real, and that honesty speaks louder than perfection.
But what if someone feels insecure? Why would they show their flaws openly?
Because flaws don't make us weak, they make us more relatable.
So you are saying being real is more powerful than looking perfect.
Absolutely. Perfection gets attention, but authenticity builds connection. Let me ask everyone here a question. Don't we all follow at least one person online because they feel genuine or glamorous?
Yeah, honestly, those are the people that we relate to the most.
That's the mirror identity. It may not shine, it may not be flawless, but it is true. And in a world that expects perfection, I think being real is the most powerful thing that it can.
Now let us see about the mask, fractured persona.
What's meant by a persona?
Let us see a quick point about persona. A persona refers to the version of ourselves that we choose to present to others, and persona refers to mask in Latin.
So as Shakespeare said, we all are professional actors, huh? Always performing, always pretending.
No, online masks are not always fake. They can actually protect us. A curated persona let us choose what we want to show and what we want to hide.
Isn't the curated image sometimes misleading?
Not necessarily. Even in real life, we behave differently with different people. Online mask works in the same way. They set boundaries.
But what if the mask becomes too perfect? Won't that pressure people to keep pretending?
I think it's a very important point to think. and that's the risk take. But only if someone tries to completely replace our identity. And that's the risk take. But only if someone tries to completely replace our identity. A healthy mask is just a filtered version of ourselves.
How do you make sure that mask doesn't become our whole identity?
It is clear that online masks are not about being fake. They are about staying in control and in safe. Remember the same girl Maya as Anjana said. If she posted an artwork with edits and filters, if it does not look perfect, it becomes a mask, showing the side of her that others want to see it.
So you are saying that a curated persona helps to protect our privacy?
Yes, using a mask online is not just acceptable, it is sometimes necessary. And don't forget that masks should be temporary, not to be permanent. Till now, we have a clear idea about what is mirror and what is mask. Do you have?
Now let's see about the pros and cons of mirror and mask. Advantages of mirror. The mirror helps us to build trust because it shows our true self, and also it builds authenticity, lasting trust, and also meaningful relationship emerge, consistent identity across platforms, and also you don't need to pretend.
Now let us see about the disadvantages of mirror. But being real online is risk too. People judge quickly, misunderstand easily, and sometimes they use our honesty against it. And it also leads to vulnerability to social judgment, and emotional openness invites a criticism.
So let's see about the advantages and disadvantages of mask.
The mask advantages. The mask protects our private life and data. It helps us to maintain professionalism and confidence. It also creative expression without limits and social experimentation space.
There are also disadvantages in mask. Masking too much can become tiring, and also it can spread misinformation easily, identity fragmentation issues, and reduce personal accountability. Worst of all, you may start doubting about your true identity. So the concept is the mirror reveals you and the mask protects you.
The balance between them defines who you are.
Okay. Usage of internet in 2025. In this digital world, billions of people were connected across major platforms, and it has reached an unprecedented scale. With this paragraph, we'll explain this concept more clearly.
As you see in 2025, the internet has become almost universal, with over 5.56 billion people connected worldwide. Let me ask all of you here, can you imagine a day without internet now? Yeah, I think my point of view is no. Because it helps us to learn and communicate, even bring people closer.
These billions of users mostly gather on just a few major platforms. The number one platform is Facebook, followed by YouTube, and then Instagram in the third place.
These platforms are huge because they shape how we communicate, learn, and even entertain ourselves. Facebook holds over 3 billion users, and YouTube has about 2.5 billion users, and Instagram crosses 2 billion users.
With this dominance comes responsibility and a few concerns too. When billions rely on the same platform, they also influence our opinions, trends, and even our moods.
Still, we can't deny the positive side. These platforms bring people closer as we gather here today and help business grow and give every person a new voice. Today, even learning, shopping, and entertainment depends upon the digital world. So, the real question becomes how we can stay connected without losing control.
And the answer is simpler than we think. Be aware, be balanced, and be intentional. I repeat, be aware, be balanced, and be intentional. Enjoy the benefits, but don't let the online world replace our real experiences, because at the end of the day, it's we who decide how much the internet has over our lives. So with over 5.56 billion people use the internet globally, with social media platforms dominating our digital interactions, the internet is shaping our world more than ever.
The internet is powerful, but we are the ones we must use it wisely. And remember that we has to rule the internet, not the internet has to rule us. Now let us see about the interesting topic, mirror versus mask. What do they actually give us?
Mirror, authentic self. You may remember Maya from a previous example, the girl who shared her painting honestly in online. The small act of showing her honesty brought genuine connection and appreciation. That's what we call mirror.
Exactly. The mirror allows us to build trust and meaningful connection, just like Maya did. When we share what truly represents us, people relate on more deeper level.
Social media also becomes a stage. Remember Maya? She was nervous and kept editing her post multiple times to make it perfect.
The mask, let us see about the mask, the curated image. The mask gives confidence and privacy. Yet, risks are there if it completely immerses our real identity, just like Maya has almost experienced. It's all about balance, showing the mirror when necessary and wearing the mask when it's needed.
Mirror and mask both are the important online tools. The mirror shows authenticity and mask helps to protect our privacy.
The key is knowing when to be real, when to be performed, and when to wear mask wisely.
The major risks of mirror and mask.
Let us see about the mirror risks. The major mirror risks are privacy breaches, cyberbullying, and identity theft. So, privacy breaches expose our personal information, it leads to mislead to others. And also cyberbullying. Cyberbullying authentic expression makes you vulnerable to targeted harassment and attack. And identity theft. Real information becomes ammunition for malicious actors and scammers.
Misinformation, social distress, and mental health are the major risks of mask. First one, misinformation. Misinformation means spreading of fake information to the online. And social distress. Mask can also cause social distress because when we don't know what is real, it is hard to trust online interaction. And then mental health. Another risk of mask is mental health. Constantly maintaining a curated mask can lead to anxiety, stress, and social distress. It is easy to forget the person behind the mask.
Understanding these risks, it helps us to navigate the digital world safely. The mirror and mask each have benefits when we use it carefully.
The key balance is show your true self when safe and use mask wisely and always protect your privacy and mental health.
Now let us see about finding a balance, safe, real and empowered. Be transparent where it matters. Being authentic online is important, but we should be transparent where it matters. Share your thoughts, ideas and your messages with honestly trusted people.
Next, protect privacy where it counts. We must protect our privacy. Details like our address, financial info, and some personal details should not be never be public.
Use mask thoughtfully. Then there is a mask, a curated persona.